TLPH in the Swiss round with a heavy fighter dive composition, the CC, the Hilda, things of that nature. If they're going to be able to pull it off, it is a big question. The lineup rating skews heavily into ONIC's favor right now. But like I said earlier, with so many fighters in the meta right now, so many weird offlane picks, I think it has trouble. I think the AI has a little trouble reading.
Thank you very much, Wolf, as well as Drex. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is champions versus champions in an elimination match. We're going to be throwing it over to the casters. It's your turn.
5 seconds till
Thanks so much to the panel here. And once again, everyone, welcome to the land of Dawn. It's a crucial match between the champions, one of Philippines and one of Indonesia, to take us through. It's me, Nice-Suit, joined on the desk with Leo and Mirko to bring you the action of this best-of-5 elimination match here in the MS7 World Championship. Boys, the panel shared their sentiments on this draft. I have to agree with Trex, man. I think the AI gets a little skewed sometimes because, man, those lineup ratings.
That, and they may be blinded by the aggression that ONIC could potentially bring out. You're looking at a very strong mid lane, Valentina and Hilda. And you're seeing here, Team Liquid is answering back. They essentially held the line.
That they did.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm wondering what the matchup's going to be like, right? Because we haven't really seen too many Alice versus Sora matchups. The fact that they ended up flexing this Valentina into mid so far is kind of crazy.
Part of this, too, as we look at the emblems here, this Sora in the hands of Sanford will be going with that concussive blast. I know we've seen a whole lot of gold lane Sora so far through this. Oh, early poking?
Yeah.
Push there. But yeah, the Sora has been such a priority so far alongside the Leomord, especially here in the knockouts. You know, we've seen that, but again, gold lane Sora works a little bit different, temporal rain there, but this tankiness that we see from Sanford, we've seen this a couple times, even through the Swiss stages, and it provides a good amount of crowd control, takes some of that responsibility away from JP needing to constantly kind of be there, and opens up that window for him to go and hopefully find the right target acquisition with the Cho. We've seen Cho, I think even based on the win rate, what is it, around the 50% mark, I think.
It's definitely a very reliable hero in the Swiss, in the knockouts, and was almost single-handedly responsible for SRG's comeback win last night. That's why they're sitting in the upper bracket. See here, JP jumping in between two.
Yeah. Getting some good damage over on Kyrie, forcing regen. Both really setting up for turtle number 1.
All right, turtle 1's up. Again, dangerous grass being a part of this whole dance when it comes to the objectives here. You're going to see the team get into position. Pretty much everyone going to join this fight. Half health already on the turtle.
Yep, JP going to be taken very low. That's going to throw a ruin. Carl still winning on the retribution. It's in the back line. It's Sans with a sword. Actually, just an assassination. Oh, but it's the same. Both Sora ults taking a kill, but now it's going to be Keyboy who jumps in on Sanford with the help of Lutfi. That's 2-1.
40 in too deep. Had to use the flicker as well. 2 for 1. ONIC happy with the returns on that. Up by about 500 gold here. 2.5 minutes into game number 1. And what do? When you get this kind of advantage, you dive deeper, you take away a little bit of the jungle. Farthered airstrike by Sanji.
Carl wants more, gets shot down by the arrow, but Lutfi is taking a bit of damage. Now as Carl goes over to Phantom Execution, now with a puncture as well. Let's go for the Thorn Roll just yet as Keyboy is able to walk away, baiting a few more abilities, but it's Sanford who takes the kill.
Good pickup, man. Just a whole lot of trades going here already early on. Even after the objective was secured by TL, they still go ahead and battle it out. This is pretty much what I feel like we can expect here throughout the knockouts, of course, and already in this kind of matchup. Hopefully we get 5 games of this kind of back and forth to see which champion will come out on top of it. But now, as we look into exactly what's going to be happening here throughout this game 1 already, you know, pace is showing, and I think one thing for sure that ONIC from Indonesia needs to be able to do is match the pace that's being set up by TL. A lot of this comes down to even the usage of that feathered airstrike. We have seen this constantly throughout M7, setting it up, and then that's why Sans works well with the Valentina here.
We literally saw it just a minute ago when Sans was behind maybe a step or two, and he clicked it, he grabbed it, but there was no one there left. And what this is saying for all of us is 4 minutes in, it's a game of inches. Whoever can turn that inch into a foot, into a mile, will definitely run away with the game. 500 gold is what Team Liquid is playing with. 10 seconds until this turtle spawns. And I can tell you now, the cavalry is in a better spot. ONIC ID, currently they're suffering 2-step syndrome. They need 2 steps to be able to get a good foundation on fights. While Liquid, all they got to do is just get a good kick, and Carl just commit.
Yeah, that seems to be the case here. Anytime a Cho is on a composition, you can see Sans holding on this time to the Sora ultimate. Oh, this play up top.
Tank up top, auto shocker lands. Oh, it's going to be caught by the curtain call as well. As Teamway picks up the kill, as JP's able to find a way to drag it over to Skylar for the ruin. What? Skylar gets away!
And now they change targets on a Sanford. Going into Thunder Form, finds Keyboy.
Sanford will fall as well, though. Sans gets to pick, and now it's ONIC who move on to Turtle. Carl holding this angle. It's going to be Litpi trying to zone him away, but still, he has the punctures, the free resets. Litpi is going to zone him away entirely into the mid-wave, so it will be free for ONIC ID.
Oh man, a fight, and even a feather air strike drop down.
Oh, the chef wants more! He finds Kyrie!
As I was saying, there's trades everywhere. You don't take anything for free in this game of one, it seems like. And so they go for a trade, but still, nonetheless. Oh, whoa! Big JP?
On JP. Now Sanford wants to go in, goes on a Sans. A desperate feather airstrike earlier to try to deal more damage before he dies.
Leo,
He wasn't done.
he wasn't done, man.
He wasn't done.
I'm looking at you here because I just feel like we have seen the teams and the players from the Philippines really adapt to this more hectic, chaotic, brawly play style.
Oh, yeah.
I love it, man. Oh, what? As I say it, Skylar falls.
Yep. Welcome to Indonesia.
It's something in the food, man. I don't know. It makes it
spice,
It's
bro.
the spice. They brought it to the game as well. And it's working. I mean, look at this. They built up a small lead up to this point.
And this is what Liquid revel in. They enjoy the fact they can keep fighting, and all the more the reason why is because ONIC ID's not ready to fight just yet. I'm looking at Kyrie, he's a scaling jungler. I'm looking at Skylar. Yes, you are a CC, you're a fighter, quote unquote. But compared to an Esmeralda that's just happy to peel, you kind of need to clap back, and they find a kick!
Way the dragon into feather airstrike, and everything in the kitchen sink thrown at Keyboy.
That's that Cho play we're talking about, man. Every single time he's up, that kick is available. Oh, okay. He's gonna get out of there, right?
Yep.
Is holding him back, yeah.
Got about half dozen dashes on this Thunder form, he's fine.
There's a reason why this Sora does keep getting picked. He's gonna get chased down. Whoa, okay, at least, again, I said it before, you don't get anything for free, but here comes JP.
The Traceless out of G Kundo. Oheb was holding on to the Falling Star Moon, just uses it onto the wave, gets Prio, and now they move to Turtle. But Litpi is going to be caught by the airstrike now to G Kundo as well. The way the dragon. Litpi pinned down, but there's not enough damage to take him out. And Stone Ruin will react in time for Sanford and Sanji. But now JP getting bombed.
The father has fallen, and now in Thunder form, Sanford is going to deal a lot of damage.
Whoa!
The T-Boy, oh, have fine Sans dancing around him.
The Filipino sniper on an Esmeralda as Carl Teasy gets a free turtle up top, now rotates into the purple buff and takes it away from Kai, but he wants more, jumps onto Keyboy, not enough.
Pote is guilty of Grand Theft Purple. Again, a game of inches. That start was, whoa, wait, Skylar? Let's find out, that's 4 members!
All alone, there's no way you can survive that. Oheb on a killing spree now.
Man, oh man, I feel like we're watching 4 different games or 1v1s go on and break out throughout this game. Neither team wanting to let up just yet, too, up here up top.
Traceless out of the way of the dragon, but now it's going to be Carl with the Phantom Execution and a Thorn Rose. Great Traceless again, but again, it's going to be Kai caught in the bad spot. As you see Carl rotate him over, it's Lutpi who gets the blink in time.
Okay, so they go, they make it happen, they'll find a pickup, minus everything that's been happening here in the past minute or two. All these constant fights will lead us nearly to that lore in about a minute. They want to start to open up the map at this point, take down this tier 1 turret. That's exactly what TL wants to do. Can ONIC hold on to this turret?
That's a good question. Sanford walking up, able to go for the CC, but it's only onto Lutpi now as he dashes out again. And look at JP.
That's what you get with a Cho pick in the hands of Team Liquid's Patriarch.
On dangerous grass.
On dangerous grass, again, there's very little he needs to do to get in there. And just to call back the kill that Kyrie suffered up top, that rarely happens to the Sky King. Sanji's fine here. The clean, Lutpi did fully commit. And now Oheb is in a position with, 2 items? Oh, the king on the Sans!
All in on Sans. Oheb picks up the kill. Lutpi is a bit late to react now. Gets shot from the skies by Sanford. And man, you can really start to feel that damage.
What a kick again from JP. He has been a menace on this side of the jungle of ONIC. And right now, they're going to go ahead and work to take the purple buff as well from Kyrie. Still going for the tier 1.
Oh, look, he gets the blade, but he gets disintegrated before he can tap the second part of it. That's a free turret in the mid lane, and Kai can only get a trade up top with a tier 1.
Team Liquid make a beeline for the Lord. Massive conversions. ONIC ID not down and out just yet. There are still trades happening for the defending champions of Indonesia on home soil. They are suffering quite the losses in the opener of this best of 5, and now they're going to commit even more atrocities in the jungle.
Jeez, what you got to do, man? You got to continue to pull pressure where you can, and they'll do exactly that. Kyrie, no buff, no orange buff, no purple buff either, and you expect JP to pretty much just live on this side of the jungle of ONIC. So they have a Lord approaching. They've got to defend.
Leo, usually when we talk about these Grand Theft purples, it's sneaky with it, you know? It's kind of like a sneaky heist, but they're just going in. They're in front of their faces, they're stealing it.
This is blatant thievery, is what's happening. Highway robbery, in your face. I know you know, but I'm going to do it anyways. Zephyr checking range in the back. JP just crossing straight up. He's honest about it. Feathered airstrike.
Popping Mama Shocker there. Carl's easy walking up against Skylar, trying to survive. Flickers out to safety. Now they're throwing a ruin into the Flicker defensively. Carl gets the kill. It's a big double for the GOAT.
How many times have we seen a Carl TZ on this Lancelot, or Lancelot on Carl TZ, man?
He is him.
He's able to follow through with whatever JP sets up for them. They get these shields down. Lord is still up. It's got to be worked with. Sanford's low. He goes back. But I think that's all TL wanted. They ballooned their gold lead even further, almost 8,000 gold ahead, and they're nearing these base turrets to fall in the base of ONIC here.
Wait a second.
They're going to fight?
Only Sarman on 2, calls in the back, Phantom Execution, and the Thorn Rose now with the help of Skylar! Like Skylar taken out by Oheb, who's unstoppable.
Team Liquid, up now 8,000 gold. The reason why they're going fast and picking fights and stealing everything away from ONIC is, I believe they know that they're on a timer. With no marksmen and no quote-unquote generic hitters, typical for taking objectives, they know that their time is limited, especially in the face of Lutfi. Lutfi showed signs of life by holding out, and now by pushing this bottom lane inhibitor, they jump in, Oheb!
Two-man falling Star Moon, Carl, Phantom Execution backwards. He knows. I think a couple of times we've seen Team Liquid actually get overconfident through the Swiss stage, even in day 1 of play-ins. So they've learned from that. They've corrected their errors.
I like that they've corrected their errors and they learned from it, but at the same time, you see them pressuring in a way that's like, hey, will they fight us or not? You know, and ONIC is deciding not to, which is the best option, because you can see between the items here how much work and ground it needs to be covered by ONIC. They're almost 10,000 behind. We have seen games and teams turn around before, but this is tough, Leo.
9,000 between them, but you're looking at the deficit that ONIC is suffering. It's not like they're looking at the same currency. Liquid is counting gold. ONIC, bronze, coins.
Yeah.
It's a quick winner crown from Sanford. He's really going to be looking for the set and instantly for the freeze, so no one can target him down.
That's what I'm saying, man. You see the Sora going in the XP laner's hands. You know they're going to go ahead and try to utilize that crowd control, which works best for more of a tankier build as Sora than what we usually see. You can see him picks up the Radiant Armor now, too. He's quite stacked up defensively. Even Carl TZ building him. This should just be a free Lord for them.
I would say this is still a hybrid Sora for Sanford. You see how lethal his Thunder form is, especially when he finds Kyrie alone, even Sans. So, with that said, they can just take this slow. Again, this could be the final Lord if Liquid gets this right.
Yeah, even if it's not the final Lord, I think it's guaranteed one more base turret.
Yeah.
It's best case scenario for Team Liquid, it's an N. But even then, I think 2 base turrets isn't even a stretch. ONIC don't have the best clear.
This is why you see Sans take the Feathered Airstrike, because they got to rely on that and somehow stop this push in. There's a forced fight.
Way to drag it off the Keyboy. The point someone as well. And after the Sora, looking for the big set. Won't be able to find it just yet as Lutfi still able to survive. But the Winter Crown is there for him to survive. Lutfi taken out. It's a fadeaway kill from Sanji.
And that's 2 taken out from the Sky King's ranks as Liquid waits for that Lord down bottom, pressuring a mid, pressuring top. This is gonna be a defense that could be their last.
This is tough to deal with. You're down 2 members for a little bit longer. Gonna work on the base. There they go. Sanford.
Yeah. 3 members down, or just 3 members alive, rather. Sans taking a shot at the Feather Airstrike. Not a point. Sarmoon cocking him in place. That's gonna be, oh my goodness, the way the dragon. He loses the immortality. Carl in the back, able to find a Thorn Rose. They still have the Lord to play with as Keyboy tries to stone the back of Sans. In a desperate attempt to save the game, stole away to Phantom Execution. Last base turret up top going to be falling as well. And ONIC now are stripped down to just the crystal.
And with that, they expose the base of ONIC. Off that Lord, it looks like they're doing exactly that, playing the discipline route for TL, even up 12,000 gold. They'll just go ahead and stick to the foundations here, taking down the base turrets and reset.
To put it into context, ONIC ID are playing with less than a full deck. Already, a Hilda that can't get the brushes, that can't get the grass, is gimped. You are literally
It's just
playing
grass.
with a fractured hero here. And Kyrie isn't, well, sure, he did get the big tree items, right?
Yeah.
But moving from there, he can't even get a good position because no one's going to peel, no one's going to set. Lutpi dies like 3 seconds into a fight with Team Liquid, and here they go.
AP again with a way to drag it over a Keyboy, but Subs gets caught by Sanji. Throwing a ruin to the blinker, able to find two, but that's it.
There you go. Lutpi gleams on out. The kick and the knock-up. Kyrie falls. Skylar gonna come up next. Buy in time. Oh, Hef gets two.
A big double, and now it's just Lutpi and Keyboy. Can they defend? No, they cannot. Lutpi trying to hold down the waves. About an execution from Carl. Lutpi is in the midst of it all, healing. Best he can. He buys a bit more time. He actually gets away in time. Keyboy there, feather it in, straight to the blinker. Keyboy gets the shutdown.
They need the wave. Keyboy's gonna fall. Lutpi's holding on.
And now it's Liquid who stick onto the base to secure game one in this best of 5.
A dominant game one from the Cavalry here. Team Liquid comes in non-stop against ONIC Indonesia. An amazing start to this best of 5. They controlled the game from start to pretty much finish. And I'll tell you what, this is going to be a tough adjustment, I feel like, for ONIC Indonesia because there was a lot to work from.
Massive.